Welcome, Stargazers. Thank you so much for coming and checking out my video. This is Yue Celine from Luminara, and I am just here to explain my upcoming charity streaming series to you all. My charity streaming series is going to be called Lunar Light of Love. And basically, once a month, I'm going to be doing a stream or some other kind of fun activity where I will be raising funds, and all funds are going to go towards a specific charity. The first charity that I am choosing to support is one called Stand Up to Cancer. Stand Up to Cancer raises awareness and funds research to detect and treat cancers with the aspiration to cure all patients. Now, I'm going to go ahead and guess that most of you have either known somebody who's had cancer or known somebody who's watched a loved one go through it. It's unfortunately such a widespread disease that I think it would be hard to find somebody who has not been affected in some way, shape, or form by cancer. For me, it has been in my aunt, multiple uncles of mine. I also have a cousin who has been fighting against a rare form of a blood cancer, my father who has struggled against bone cancer. So it's really a near and dear cause to my heart because I've seen so many different types and how it affects not just the patient, but the family of the patient as well. The first of my streams is going to be dedicated to my father, who I have dubbed here as Papa Moon. He is the most amazing father in the world. He raised me to be strong, he raised me to be independent, he raised me to be a complete and total geek, which, to be fair, is one of the things you guys all love about me. In 2020, during the height of the pandemic, we unfortunately got the call that my father has been diagnosed with chondrosarcoma, which is a bone cancer. He had a very large tumor in his spine, which they removed, and he went into remission. Unfortunately, a couple years later, we got the second call that the cancer had returned, and he had to have another really big surgery, though this time the surgery was a lot harder to recover from. We are very happy to say, though, that right now he is currently in remission and is a nerd, which means no evidence of recurring disease. Though, really, he's a nerd in the fun way as well, and that's one of the things I love about him. Now, I can't really talk about my father's cancer without talking about the condition that caused it, because in his case, we know exactly where the cancer came from. Um, my whole family has a condition called hereditary multiple osteochondromas, HMO, which is only like the 12th name they've given it over the last couple decades. It's very hard to keep up with. But basically, this is a genetic condition that causes a bunch of non cancerous, so benign tumors, known as osteochondromas, to grow throughout the entire body. It is rare, only around 1 in 50,000 people have it. You can see on this x ray that I found these extra little bumps. Basically, my whole family has bumpy bones. Now, it can be hereditary. It can also be spontaneous, but in the hereditary cases, it's a 50-50% chance that it's passed from parent to child. It is a chronic pain disorder where the only form of treatment is either pain management or surgeries to remove the actual bumps themselves. And there is a 2 to 5% chance that any one of these bumps will actually develop into cancer, which is what happened with my father. In my family, my father's got it, my grandmother, an aunt, my uncles, a bunch of cousins that I can't even count how many of them have it. And then also Shing and Bibe, both of my children, have been diagnosed with it as well. My father has had 40 something surgeries. We lost count a while ago. I've had 30 myself. Shing has had 2, and Bibe is lucky and has not had any as of yet so far. Help me in the fight against cancer with my charity stream coming up on Saturday, April 26, 2025 at 6 p.m. EST or EDT. I'm really not sure which is which, but we're in the Eastern time zone. We are going to be playing The Legend of Zelda, The Windwaker, but with a little bit of a twist, the crowd control twist, where you will be able to have all kinds of fun shenanigans affecting my game. It's going to be over on my channel, twitch.tv/UACeline, and all proceeds are going to go to Stand Up to Cancer. So I hope to see everybody there. Now, as we as a community achieve different milestones with our overall donations, I thought we'd do some fun little celebrations. At $50, I will treat you all to a cute video of my adorable dog Arco. He is a good boy and he knows many, many tricks, so I will make sure to get his cutest of cute to share with everybody. At $75, I will host a small Q&A session where you can ask me any of those questions that you've been dying to know the answer to. At $100, and this is a big deal, if anybody who knows me personally will know how big this of an offer this is, I will eat pineapple. A sizable piece of pineapple. Pineapple is the devil's fruit. I cannot stand it, but I am willing to bite the bullet, so to speak, if we reach that $100 donation. At $200, and this is again another big thing that I didn't think I'd ever put a price tag on, but I will sing a song, and I will not rely on alcohol to get me there. I have severe anxiety when it comes to singing, so this is going to be another big deal treat type thing for you all. At $300, I'm going to host a trivia night in the Discord as well as here on my Twitch channel. At $450 donated, I'm going to reveal the Beauty Mark campaign, which is a self-portrait photographic series that I did when I was at college, which is related to the HMO, or as I called it then, MHE, so my bone condition. It was a campaign of self-portraits that was really to help empower those who have scars or physical things that make them different. They can be a very intimate and vulnerable series of pictures, which is why I'm putting the higher amount on it. But at $450, I will introduce you all to the Beauty Mark campaign. And then at $500, we will have a Luminara wrap-up party. Once we reach that goal, activities during this fun event are going to include a talent show, virtual stargazing, where I'm going to turn all of the donors for this campaign into stars, and we will gaze up at that beautiful sky and appreciate all of those who helped us get to our goal. I'm also going to have a wish tree where you can make a submission and then have a wish tree reading where I'll read your wishes and we will hope that they come true. And there's going to be lots more that I'm going to plan as we get closer and closer to that goal. How do you donate? Well, the first thing is that you can come to the charity stream on Saturday, April 26th at 6 p.m. EST. Since this is a crowd control stream, you will be able to purchase coins through my portal, and those coins you can use to affect the game. You can mess with me, you can help me. That's really your choice, but either way, the money goes to a good cause. So, I hope to see everybody there on that day, and I'm very excited to see what kind of shenanigans we come up with. I also, on my Tiltify campaign page, have a inventory of some other fun little things that I've added costs to that will, again, all money goes to charity. For example, if you would like to control an entire stream of mine, you can purchase that. If you'd like to know what color the synesthesia makes different foods taste like for me, I will make little swatches. You can check all that out over at my Tiltify campaign page, where you can also do a direct donation if you just kind of want to donate without all this weird mumbo jumbo stuff. Either way, I will link to that in the description below, so don't forget to go check that out. And the last little bit of fun that I have up there for now is the Rad Popularity Contest. So I spoke to the people over at the Rad Newsletter Club, and they are very excited to help raise money for charity with a popularity contest. A $1 donation to your favorite character will count as a vote towards that character. So let's see who, by the end of this campaign, ends up winning in our Rad Popularity Contest. Visit the rewards area on my campaign page to vote, and I'm looking forward to seeing the results. I know that my personal votes are going to my boy Levi here, and probably a little bit to Belfie too, because I love me some Belfie. And that is it. That is all I have to reveal to you all today. I am truly hoping I get to see all of you on my stream on April 26th. If you're not able to make it, that's okay. I understand, but I hope that you're still able to do a donation for Stand Up to Cancer. I will link in the description below, and thank you, everybody.